Hello, John from the Friday Night Fishing Club. Well, Friday night crew, winter is upon us and it's getting cold. So, I've come to give you little tips and tricks on what I do to keep myself warm over winter, and hopefully there's something in there that might help you guys. And a few little things you might not have thought about before on how to keep yourself warm. So, I will start from head and work my way down to toes. So head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And yeah, hopefully there's something in there for you lot to keep you warm over winter and keep you fishing. Well, I know it works for me. And yeah, and I'll start on it now. So, starting on the head. First tip, grow a beard. Ladies, get yourself a beard. No, first tip I'd say would be a hat, a decent hat. So inside this one is also fleece lined. You see me wearing it a lot of my videos. But when it gets really cold, I have a snood. And let's take my glasses off for a second. When we put this on, as you can see, it covers my neck, because you lose a lot of heat from your neck. People don't think about it. You lose a lot of heat off your face, off your head, everything. But guys, I'll take this off. The important thing is when you are covering your face up through the winter, don't cover your nose, around your nose or your mouth, because what happens is you have water vapour that comes out your mouth or your nose, which will make materials like this damp. Then what happens when things get damp, they wick away the heat from you, so it makes you actually colder. So if you're gonna get something like this, make sure it doesn't cover your mouth, like around the neck's good, top of the head, all around here, anywhere around here is good, but here, like your nose, your mouth, not good. Yeah, so that's tip number one for the head. Next, we'll be going on the body. So guys, now we're going to talk about your chest area, your main upper torso. And yeah, first tip is, if you go into Poundland, you'll find these. So this one is for if a woman has pains in her abdomen area. This one is for pains in your back. They've got no medicals in them, like I'm talking about any pain relief or anything in them. They're just pure heat pads. They're the same exact thing. If you open up the packaging, they're exactly the same inside. So what they are is an adhesive pad about that size. So I'd say about 5 inches by 3 inches. And they're absolutely fantastic for putting on your vital spots on your body to help keep yourself warm. So they have an adhesive one side. So what I do is I'd stick it on the inside of my shirt here, exactly where my heart is still there. I say was, it's still there. And that helps keep my heart warm. It helps pump warm blood around my body. And the other place, well, two places you could do as well is, sorry about this ladies and gentlemen, is you've got your femoral arteries here, guys. So inside your trousers, if you put one there, you have two major veins going there, and that will help pump warm blood around your body, so down to your feet upwards. So they're another perfect place to put the heat pads. Well, let's get you back up here. You don't want to see any more of that. So yeah, just the camera a little bit. There we are. You can see my beautiful face. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess in here, so I'm trying to balance the camera out. Yeah, so that's my tips for the body warmers. They're absolutely fantastic. So then now we start with, like I like to call it, the onion. Not smelly and goes all white and sprouty when it's left in the sun. No, I'm talking about layers. So you start off with your base layers. So if you had a vest or thermals, you put that underneath. Then I'd wear my t-shirt. Obviously I have my heat pad in place. Then next in line would be a fleecy top. So a fleecy top to go on top of my t-shirt. And then next on that would be my hoodie that you guys see me wear all the time. Right, and the important part of this is, with those, what you're trying to do is trap air. And you don't want tight clothing, because what happens is you're squeezing all that air out and you're not leaving air pockets to warm up, which actually keeps you warm in the first place. So you want it loose, but not so loose it allows air in, and you've got to heat up a big space, but not tight that it squeezes all that insulation value out of it, that you're not having any pockets inside. So it's a mixture between the two, guys. Next, I'd wear these, my waders that you guys always see. They're quilted inside, so they come up to my chest, so I can't class them as part of my chest. And yeah, and then next after that, I wear this jacket that you see me wearing all the time. It's like a donkey jacket. It is fleeced inside as well. And then the final layer being, you know I'm cold when I got this jacket on. So this is my IMAX jacket. This is thick inside, so this is supposed to be an all-weather one. So, you know, it has thick insulation on it. It's waterproof, it's windproof. The zips on the pockets, I've got like a rubberized coating on them, so that helps. And then inside the pockets, I'll have on that, because you don't want to lose dexterity in your fingers, especially like when they get cold. You lose the dexterity. You can't help it, because you don't want to wear gloves when you're baiting up. So another key thing to buy, which I found the best place I find to buy them, like if you're not going on the internet, would be Sports Direct. And hand warmers, they're great. So you can stick them in your pockets, or if you got boots on, you can put them inside your boots underneath your feet, so that keep your feet warm in there. Use them for all types of places, but like I said, I prefer the adhesive ones, because even if the adhesive ones, you can stick them on the inside of your pockets and they're stuck there. They don't fall out, they won't move. And every time you stick your hands in your pocket, there's a big area that it warms, instead of like some of them hand warmers are quite small. Right, so next, guys, we're going to be moving on to the legs, and I'll show you what I have I wear underneath my chest waders. So guys, next to my list will be the nether regions and down that way, so your legs and waist. That is going to be the next section I'm talking about. So I know, like now in today's economy, money's tight, so you can't always afford the best stuff. So what I've done is I actually found these on Temu, and I think they're about a tenner. So although sometimes a tenner still offers a lot of people to spare, but it's the cheapest thing I could find what would work perfectly for winter. So these, my fellow Friday night crew, are quilted joggers. So they're quilted on the outside, nice zips on the pockets, rubberized coating. But on the inside, look at that. Right, and I've got to, so I don't know when this is going to come out, so I think it will come out after the Ride Pier fishing trip. But I was wearing these at Ride Pier and I was toasty. So if you were like really cold and you thought it was going to be extra cold that night, put some of these on your femoralities like we spoke about earlier. Stick a set of these on, and then on top of them I have my chest waders that are also quilted inside, made for winter. I am extra toasty. So the good thing about layers, guys, is if you get too hot, you peel the layers off, and you peel it off every now and again. If you're too cold, you start putting layers on. So you don't wait until you get too cold. You wait. You know, if you start feeling a little bit of a chill, start putting layers on, because it's hard to warm up. It's easier to cool down. So, but you got to remember, when you're warmed up, you don't want to start making it so warm that you start sweating, because sweat's bad. Because what sweat does is, in the summertime, you think sweat evaporates, that helps keep you cool. So in the winter time, sweat's going to sit there and going to suck the heat off you. So you don't want to get sweaty, so just peel them layers off. So, and then that's it for the trousers area. And then my last one is going to be your feet, right? Because everyone hates cold toes, and everyone knows if you're a male and you have a partner You hate it when they stick their cold feet on you when you get into bed. My missus does it to me all the time. So I hate it myself, and I have massive feet. So I have like a size 14 feet, so they are absolutely slabs. So they're hard to keep warm. But these are my tips that I found work, I'd say 70% of the time, for me anyway. So right, down to the feet. So first things first, wear a nice pair of thick socks. Thick socks is the way to go. So I do have thermal ones, they're currently in the wash. So these are my normal everyday thick socks I wear, but they're still perfect. So thick socks, don't wear these little thin socks. You know, don't wear your like shoe socks, wear proper thick socks. So these are walking socks for walking, so they keep you warm. Wool ones are like probably the best ones you can get, but that's a mixture of both. This is half synthetic, half wool. So it's kind of almost the best of both, but wool ones are very expensive. So, and then these pair well with your bog standard welly. So these are the bog standard wellies. Set of these, and if you're feeling it cold, drop a hand warmer into them, like down by your feet, or heat pad, guys. They work well. But failing that, if you've got them, if you've got the spare cash, I would recommend these are thermal wellies. So they're made out of a foam more than a rubber, and then inside they are fleeced. The only problem with these guys is get a size up from what you are. So if you're a size 10, get a size 11. If you're a size 12, get a size 13. Unfortunately, I'm a size, you know what, 14, 13, 14. So these are 13s, it's the biggest they do. So unfortunately they are a bit tight on my feet. So if I wear these, I normally wear them when we're not walking very far because they're tight and squish my feet, but they keep them toasty. But with thermal boots, you don't want to wear thermal socks. Just wear normal socks, because if you wear thermal socks, you'll start sweating them if you've got to walk any distance. And then what happens is your feet get wet. Like we said earlier, wet is bad because it starts wicking away your heat. So wear normal socks of these, don't wear thermal socks. But you wear thermal socks with these, yeah. So that's it. That is my top tips for keeping warm this winter. If you have any tips and tricks yourself that you'd like to share, add them in the comments, or just say hello. You know, John's better than Neil.
No.
All right. Love you. Bye.